Good morning friends, welcome back to another bear market video. Yes, you heard it right, bear market video. The market is falling. There is a lot of stress, there is a lot of fear and anger, but there are trades as well. It is very shortable. The market right now is extremely shortable, where you've got different type of trades, not only in crypto but also in commodities and equities. Today I'm going to give you a couple of trades which are equities, commodities and crypto, and I'm going to give you a Polymarket bet as well. It's a very sweet bet that you can take on Polymarket and you can actually make money. What you need to do is, guys, just stay with me for 7 to 8 minutes in this video. If you actually enjoy the content, press the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and without wasting any time, let's go. 2025 is coming to an end and the state of the market is extremely bad. If you actually look at the figures, then commodities have performed the best. Equity is also doing amazing, near to the all-time highs, but crypto is extremely dead. Look at the chart, guys. S&P near the all-time highs. Gold at the all-time highs. Bitcoin down 32% from the all-time highs. Ethereum down as well. Some of your favorite altcoins, which are the best altcoins, making revenue, doing buybacks, doing this, trying to change the world, are actually down 70, 80, 90%. We're going to talk about all of them, guys, but it's scary. It's scary. When you zoom in into the Bitcoin chart, you will see how Bitcoin has already broken below this ascending triangle structure and now is coming down to the target, which is at 80k level, the previous low. That is the level where you should be looking for any kind of long position. Right now, I'm not interested in any kind of long position until the time BTC actually reclaims a good level and creates a new higher low. I'm not at all interested. How do you see the target of this ascending triangle? You just keep the price range at the neckline to the first point around that, be a little bit conservative and put it here like that. So you actually reach the previous low, which is the 80k level, and in my opinion Bitcoin can go towards that level. We have major events coming up. Tomorrow you've got the Bank of Japan situation. Day after tomorrow you've got the CPI and the PCE inflation as well. So you have to be very, very cautious here, right? Also, this is the worst Q4 since 2018 bear market. Now we are talking about bear market there. See, according to the 4-year halving cycle as well, the cycle is actually over, which is why I'm focusing and emphasizing a lot on this bear market structure. If you actually believe that we are in a bear market, then you will be taking the trades in a very conservative manner and the mindset actually changes. And that's what I'm trying to do here. So we are in this bear market situation where altcoins are actually dead and going towards the downside. But again, most of the money is made in the bear markets by shorting as well as focusing on the tokens which are good and down a lot. So if you believe that this is a bear market where everything is going down, you can actually make a lot of money by being on the right side of the market. And yes, obviously, when the price is down a lot, there will be extreme fear as well. And right now we are not only in extreme fear situation, we are also in extreme anger situation. Revenge trading is normal. Right now, rage trading is pretty normal. People are leaving the industry, and this is what extreme fear looks like. Look at your altcoins RSIs. Oh, RSI is at the bottom, I should buy this altcoin. No, you shouldn't be buying this altcoin, because this altcoin RSI can remain at the lows for a long period of time. Right now, if you actually look at the top 100 tokens, then the average RSI is 34.6, which is literally very weak. This is the weakest RSI we have seen in the last couple of years. So it shows the sentiment in the market is extremely low. Also, we have broken the major trend. We have broken the uptrend for Bitcoin, which has been going on since December 2022, when the price was actually $15,000. Guys, the price might go to 100k. I'm not saying that the price cannot go to 100k. The price can actually go to 100k, and I believe it will. And that's going to be the underside retest of the EMA ribbons, and the price can come back. The price will move towards the downside pretty swiftly. If this is a bear market, then this is the best case scenario for Bitcoin. And what happens is everything starts to go towards the downside. So we are actually shorting every single pump that is happening from here. And also we are focusing on the triggers, the HTF triggers for good tokens. And that is for long positions. For example, some of the tokens will be coming to a very good higher time frame levels. We'll be longing those tokens. I'm going to talk about everything. Now guys, why is the market dumping? Why do we keep dumping? It's simple. The normies don't want our coins. They're going towards the equities, which are going towards the all-time highs, and commodities. The institutions just want our equity, and that is what's happening as well. And the whales just want out. Whales right now are trading properly. They're in extreme gambling behavior right now, and they just want to take our money somehow, right? Now, If you believe that it's only you who is not making money in the market, you're absolutely wrong. Because in my opinion, every liquid crypto fund is down big in 2025 because the market is down. What else can they do? They're not using any other kind of strategies. They're just holding the tokens, and all the tokens they'll be holding are actually down right now. Now, we all know that why the market is falling. For the people who do not know about this, it's the Bank of Japan decision, which is going to come out tomorrow. The Bank of Japan tomorrow, no, day after tomorrow, 19th of December, Bank of Japan is going to come out and talk about the interest rate hike. And it's going to happen. There's a 98% chance on Polymarket right now that there is going to be a 25 basis increase in the interest rates in Japan. Now, what it is going to do is it's going to create this fear of unwinding of the yen carry trade, which is pretty simple. People used to borrow money from Japan on lower interest rates or negative interest rates and put all of that money into different countries and put it into treasuries, equities, commodities, crypto, all the other risk ons. And they were making money via the interest rate gap as well as the asset gains. So now when the interest rate actually increases in Japan, people have to repay all that money to Japan. So this is the yen carry trade. And now unwinding of the yen carry trade is actually fearful for the markets. We have seen this in the past as well. If you look at the BTC chart, I've shown this before. Now BTC actually performs in a very negative manner when it comes to the unwinding of the yen carry trade. Every single time when Japan has increased the interest rates, BTC has fallen at least 25%. The only difference is that this time it's already down 30%. Now, if it falls 25-30% more, then that's a proper bear market for you guys, right? So this is what we are looking at. There is extreme fear, and be very conservative, guys. In trading, you have to be very, very conservative. Not only this. So not only this, there is another thing which people are not paying attention to, and I like this tweet a lot. Japan is about to release hundreds of billions of dollars in equity supply into the market, and it's starting much sooner than people think. So they're going to be selling off the equities from the foreign countries, of the foreign countries, and in Japan itself to increase the liquidity within the system as in not in the market, but within their system. So this is going to be a little bit scary and fearful as well, because Japan, whenever Japan makes a move, it becomes extremely difficult. But one thing that thrives in this environment, in this difficult environment is commodities, right? Commodities actually do well. And I have a trade for you in commodities, and it is a gold trade, right? You can take it on a perp dex, like on chain, or you can take it on MT5, MT4, wherever you want. But if you actually look at gold to silver ratio, I'm going to show you the chart as well where I'm going to be taking the trade. But if you actually look at the gold to silver ratio, right now it's sitting at the top. And this has only happened 3 times. So what does this mean? It's very simple. So I'm gonna give you the grok definition, which is extremely simple. The gold to silver ratio measures how many ounces of silver are needed to buy 1 ounce of gold. It is calculated simply as the price of gold per ounce divided by the price of silver per ounce. When the ratio goes higher, which is right now, when the ratio goes higher, it typically means that silver is relatively undervalued or cheap. And people right now are actually talking about silver going towards the upside. Silver is actually going towards the upside. But if you look at the charts are extremely similar. Silver has already broken out of this symmetrical triangle, whereas gold hasn't broken out of this symmetrical triangle. So either silver plays a catch up and comes towards the downside for gold, or gold actually breaks out. So this is the trade, guys. If you look at this trade, then it's pretty simple. If it breaks out and closes above the symmetrical triangle, consolidates, then you can take a trade towards the upside. Or if it comes down, then you can take a trade towards the downside as well. So in both scenarios, you can actually trade gold when it comes to this whole Japan situation. And as well as I've talked about the correlation between gold and silver. So this is a really good trade in my opinion. And the second trade I'm looking at is equities. Now equities will be under pressure as well with this Bank of Japan situation, as well as CPI and what happened yesterday with the whole unemployment that rose to the new highs. That is another thing, right? So I'm looking at Apple. Apple is looking technically really good, and in my opinion, it's going to tag this trend line and come towards the downside. When it comes towards the downside, this is going to be the trade. It's a very, very simple trade. If it comes here, that's a proper support, and we're going to be taking a trade of 4%. Our stop loss is going to be previous lows 1.3%, and that is a 3.12 risk reward ratio trade on Apple, guys. You can set a limit order, you can fix it, you can do everything. Like you can take the trade on eToro, wherever you want to. I'm not saying take it here, wherever you want to. So Apple trade is a must in my opinion, and I'm going to add it to my log as well, December log. Firstly, we have had 2 losses in December. The last loss was Bitcoin long position, which I talked about in the last video, but that's okay, happens. So this is going to be our first stock trade in December. It's a long position and we are taking at 265 level. So guys, make sure that you're always, keeping a journal as well. Keeping the journal is very important for trading so that you can actually fix your mistakes. That's the main thing. So I'm gonna put it later. Let's move towards crypto now. And the first trade I want to talk about, the first chart I want to talk about is AVAX. Now AVAX is in this massive downtrend and has also broken below this rectangular consolidation. If you actually see, this rectangular consolidation was pretty strong, and now the price is below that rectangular consolidation, which was literally there for 1 month. And now when the price has fallen below, we are just hoping for one push towards the upside, which is going to be the underside retest, so that we can short AVAX. And this is a very shortable token in my opinion. I'm going to be shorting it on Bitfunded. You can do it as well. Bitfunded is one of the best ways to get funded, to be honest with you. The link is in the description. You can get discount as well. Get the challenge, kill the challenge, and then move towards the real money and actually play with someone else's money. That's the idea. That's what I do in Forex. That's what I'm doing in crypto as well right now. It's not that I'm not trading real account. I am. You can see in the logbook when I say I'm trading both Bitfunded and real account. So I am trading real account, but at the same time, I am also focusing on Bitfunded or passing this challenge. The next token I want to talk about is Ethereum. Ethereum, let's go slow here. So first thing is that Ethereum is actually at a good support over here, but building a bear flag. It's building a bear flag, which means if the bear flag breaks towards the downside, it's a proper short position. Now, what do? You wait for a close below this level, and that's a short for you. It's an easy short for you guys. So remember that. But it's also at a horizontal support at the moment. You cannot short it right now. It's at the trendline support as well, and you cannot short right now. Simple. You need to wait for a close below this level to short this thing. It's also, if it takes a support, then it is forming a massive head and shoulder pattern. If it does, this is a potential head and shoulder pattern, guys. But if it breaks below, short position. If it moves towards the upside, then you can take a long position. I'm not going to take a long position, but you can if you want to. I'm not going to take that. I'm going to only take a short position on Ethereum right now. Remember that institutions have actually started to buy Ethereum, and you know that Tom Lee is super heavy on Ethereum, and he's going to keep buying as well. But that does not mean that we long Ethereum nowhere. Right now, I'm not going to be longing Ethereum because the market is under pressure. The Bank of Japan situation, CPI, PCE, everything is coming up. You have to be very conservative, guys. Remember, that's the rule. That's the main rule. The second token is Pump Fund. Look, I am canceling my limit order now. I had a limit order with you all, 0.002265. Why am I canceling? Is because I got scared. I'm scared in the markets. The market is not performing the best. So I don't want to be longing things randomly. I am actually taking my limit order off for Pump Fund. It's at a good level, but I don't want to buy it here. So I'm taking the limit order off. So you can as well. Guys, it's scary. TVL going down, revenue is going down for Pump Fund. We know that the volume is going down as well. So, and there is a lawsuit. So this thing can continue towards the downside. If it actually goes towards the upside, I might long it again. But I want to be very transparent, as transparent as the most transparent glass in my house. Remember. So I am taking off this limit order. I'm just going to delete it from here. Here you go. It's off. And you know what? I am actually gonna delete the row. Here you go. I still have the Solana 123 limit order though. We were gonna get it, but we couldn't. So if I show you the Solana chart, then you can see how 123 was literally missed by a few cents, literally 60 cents. The low was 123.6 and our limit order was 123. So we missed that limit order, but that's okay. I still have that limit order. I'm not changing that, but Pump Fund is gone now. Pump Fund is gone down the drain. Now comes the Polymarket bet that I was talking about. And then I'm going to show you one more trade, Hyperliquid. One Polymarket bet that I'm looking at is what will be SpaceX public ticker. No financial advice, guys. Trust me, no financial advice. This is fun. Polymarket is super fun. This is where people are going. From pump fund, people are going towards the main fund, which is prediction markets. And SpaceX is the talk of the town. Now, what is going to be the ticker? Look, Elon is a funny guy. He can have this. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on YouTube. I've never, but he can have this ticker, which is super funny. But in my opinion, it's going to be SPAX, SPAX. That's going to be the ticker. It's not going to be X as well, because I think he's going to save it for Twitter if Twitter ever goes public again. But I think it's going to be SPAX. I've already bought some shares for SPAX, and this outcome is pretty good. So if you put, let's say, $100, then you can win $476 if you actually bet on SPACs and it goes well. So I've already got this, and this is a really funny bet. And yeah, so I'm talking about commodities trade, which is gold, talking about equities, which is Apple, giving you the limit order, talking about Polymarket, and also gave you a crypto trade. So this is the most funny thing, and this is the most full channel in the world as well. No, I'm kidding. There are better channels as well. Okay, Hyperliquid is under pressure. Hyperliquid is under a lot of pressure because it all started from the unlocks, and then it kept going, and the price kept falling. One of the best tokens, still, because of the revenue, because of the buybacks, because of the things they are doing. But there is a whale, the biggest whale of Hyperliquid. It's the biggest ever position on Hyperliquid perps. 58 million right now, 58.7 mil. Long position, which is in a loss of 8.6 mil, has a liquidation level of 25.1. So if the price hits 25.1, this whale, the biggest whale on Hyperliquid, is going to get liquidated, and that's what people are waiting for. And you should be waiting for that as well. You can just open his wallet and see everything, whatever this guy is holding. So $25 is the liquidation. This is live right now, guys, live in front of you. Now, another thing why Hyperliquid started to go towards the upside was that the Hyperliquid Foundation is allowing the validators to vote on burning all hype tokens accumulated by the assistant fund. Assistant fund is what is buying back all the tokens after the revenue. So this means that the current 37 mil hype tokens and full future tokens will be removed from the total token supply. If passed, more than 13% of the circulating supply will be burnt immediately. Bullish on Hyperliquid, guys. So guys, we talked about equities. I gave you a trade on Apple. We talked about Polymarket. I gave you a trade as well for SpaceX ticker. We talked about crypto. I gave you the AVAX trade, as well as, no, that's it, AVAX trade, and potential Ethereum trade as well. Now I've taken off my pump fund limit order. Please get that off, because I'm scared right now. Markets can do anything. Bank of Japan, there's CPI, PCE, so many things happening. You have to be very conservative. That's the story, guys. That is all from my side. I hope you enjoyed it. Now I'm gonna see you later, guys. Bye bye.